Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your message you need to hear. This is hopefully a counterpart to what they aren't telling you, but this is general and it could be a completely different set of circumstances I'm reading for. So anyway, everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Oh, hang on, I got two cords plugged in here. Right. Hopefully that helped your sound a little bit. Scorpio. Oh boy. Knight of Cups. An offer. An emotionally packed offer. It feels like this person might be waiting to say how they feel. Temperance. Perhaps you two have been holding off. That's why there's this, oh gosh, I've got so much emotion behind this offer. There's been having to have some balance and moderation with your approach or this offer of love, perhaps. 8 of Wands. Hierophant. Oh, good gracious. Ace of Cups. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune. And the 5 of Wands. Okay. What's going on here? So, I think there's a lot they want to say to you, Scorpio. There's a lot they want to tell you, and they want to say everything like right now. I think this is one of the meanings for this is Cupid's arrow piercing the heart. So this could be that they really, their feelings for you, like it might have just hit them out of the blue. Like, holy cow, this person is just, you know, it, or I want to be on you. You know, that's Ron Burgundy, anyone? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Yeah, look at this right here. And then we got the, oh, good gracious. The reason why they can't say anything is because they're married. Or they're committed. They're in a solid, stable relationship. Oh, gosh. 1, Scorpio. Oh, they're wanting to tell you that they're thinking about you and the other person. Oh, my goodness. This is about them choosing between you and the other person. And this looks like this person's married or at least otherwise committed. What is Hierophant about? Oh, my gosh. Was it love at first sight? Like, are you aware of this? Do you even know who this person is? Well, you must, because this is what they can't tell you, or the message you need to hear. Okay, they have got it bad for you, but they're married. Look at this. They're married. Okay. Or maybe this is them wanting to marry you, but it's like it's too soon to say that. Why don't we start with a hello? You know, let's not jump to the proposal just yet. Maybe it was just you just met this person. How about a few weeks of conversation? Okay, hold on. Now I just got flustered and stacked up the cards. Oh gosh, this person is smitten. Holy cow! Look at this. What's this Ace of Cups about for Scorpio? Oh my gosh, okay. There could be this is a group dating situation, but you're like they don't care about anybody else. They don't see anybody else outside of you. They want exclusively you. But you know, it's too soon to say I love you. But this is somebody that is falling for you, and I think they're really hoping that things work out. It doesn't have to be that social situation, but it could be. You know, we've got the help succeeding, not succession, success and succeeding with the help of friends, groups, social activity, things moving forward. This could also be that they're really wanting things to move forward with you, but it is simply too soon for the time that you've known each other to profess all of these intense feelings of love and desire and wanting to be on you and marry you just yet. Okay, so what's this Emperor about? This could be Aries, could be Taurus, Gemini, or Libra. Gemini or Libra, okay. This could be Sagittarius. Here's Scorpio. There you are, Scorpio. Could be Pisces or Cancer, but if we're talking about a night, it would be Scorpio. Emperor about. This is them trying to restrain themselves and be hands off. This is them trying to maintain control and be the stable person. Both of these cards are about control and stability. And this person is really trying to maintain the status quo and being stable and in control. And they are being hands off and letting things just, you know, they're taking some time apart from this situation. I laugh and I shouldn't because I don't like cheating. I don't like dealing with that. But this is somebody who is just completely smitten with you, but they're otherwise committed. I am hoping that this is them in, no, but it's not even that, is it? They're married. This is them married. They are committed and married. I was hoping that, oh, maybe they're in separation, like they've already separated, so it's not really a cheating issue here. But this looks like somebody is wanting, they're deciding between you and their marriage, Scorpio. And I laugh, but I shouldn't. But it's like this, it's all they can do to maintain control here. So I'm sure you know about this. I mean, this is not a secret admirer situation. I'm sure you're aware of it. Holy cow! I don't remember what they aren't telling you reading is, but I don't know. This is like we got love all over this thing. My goodness, what's the Wheel of Fortune about? Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. What else? About? You know? Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Do nothing. Do nothing. You don't do anything. Do not get involved with this. Why? It's karmic, and it could possibly lead to heartbreak. So, Scorpio, it's the damnedest thing because this is all really positive. It's like, yay, but then, oh God, they're married, but they're like falling for you hard, and yet your job right here, your job, what you should do is nothing. Stand down. Do not communicate. Block your emotions regarding this. Easier said than done. I know. Even though either you're heartached or it's going to cause heartache, and we've got a karmic situation here that nobody knows how it's going to turn out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's reversal. Things could change on it in an instant, but it's also karmic. It could be the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, and the future is unknown. It bodes well, but it's unknown. But then if we're talking about the future, a karmic ending in a cycle, we've got heartache and you blocking your emotions. So this is saying that you need to stay out of this situation, much like they're trying to. And whatever decisions they make, it has to be independent of your involvement, or this situation, because of the karmic law, right, it's going to repeat with you. So if whatever happens with this situation with them, it needs to be their decision. You can't be involved, because then the way it's going to work is that in the future, you're going to be over here and they're going to be pursuing something. It's going to come back somehow. Not exactly prescriptive, as, oh, now it's going to happen. But this, because this is karmic especially, it'll circle back around. And this time, and if you are involved somehow, it's going to be an atonement or a karmic balance for you. So whatever they do, they have to do independently of your involvement and your emotions and your feelings and your broken heart or whatever's going on. Yeah. Because your job right now is to do nothing, to block your emotions, to stand down. All right. What's this Five of Wands? Five of Wands about for Scorpio. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Perhaps they want to hear that you are conflicted. Perhaps they want to hear, they want to hear something. Because if you're sitting here standing down and you're like, I don't want to get heartbroken and I don't want to be a part of any heartache for somebody else, I'm standing down, whatever you do is on you. If you have feelings for me, okay, I get it. I have feelings for you too, but I can't be a part of a third-party situation, especially when we got one of the karma cards here, okay? So if you're all of a sudden going no contact, cutting things off until a later time, whatever, they're not going to want to, they're going to want to fight with you about that. They're not going to want you to do that. They're not going to want you to be independent by yourself and kind of cut off to them, like battening down the hatches out of self-preservation. They're not going to want that. They're still going to want access to you. They're going to want you to fight with them. Honestly, I think they're going to want to hear that you're conflicted or that you're something. But now I know why the Temperance is here, because you can't get involved. And I'm not saying that kitchen table tarot here. I'm not saying, oh God, no. That's what this is right here. This is saying you don't know what's going to happen in the future, but you have to stay out of it. Block those emotions. Cut things off for now. This cannot stand right now. The way things are with this situation for this person, can't do it. You can't be involved in that. It's going to come back and bite you in the ass in a big way. And that's what this is saying. That's not me judging. That's what this is saying. All right. And hence we have hands off, the Temperance. Hands off. Take some time away from this situation. Get some perspective. Slow your roll. What's Temperance about for Scorpio? Hello. Okay, so that one, well, I'm going to put this one over here because that was going to fall out. But I want to pick two. Temperance. Scorpio. What's this Temperance about? Huh? Yes. Okay. Okay. So we got this new beginning that you probably both want, right? This stable new beginning of longevity and security and stability and love and all those wonderfully delicious emotional soul giving things, life giving, but you can't have it. Okay, you have to. This is about taking some time off from this situation because it's the right thing to do, and you have to wait for the other person to make the decision. This is you waiting for the other person to make a decision. It is the right thing to do. Again, we have a karma card here. This is about you being hands off in this situation because it's the right thing to do, and this other person needs to be the one to make the decision. I'm telling you, this is not me judging. This is the way the cards are laid out. So just this person is nuts about you, but because the way the situation is, they have to resolve this situation, however that is, before you two can sustain or proceed or sustain, whatever. I'm not saying, oh, they need to leave their partner. That's, but they cannot have you while they have this person. And they're trying their darndest to be hands off and to maintain the stable, solid control person, whatever that they are and were. But this has really taken them by surprise, and I think they're really conflicted here. They're trying to balance their emotions. They're trying to figure it out. Maybe this is them, like I said, making a decision between you and the other person. But if that's the case, but it still shows them over here maintaining the status quo and giving this situation time and like just kind of being hands off about this situation. So perhaps this is them pulling back to sort out their feelings, and this is saying you need to do the same. And if there is going to be any forward movement, they need to be the one to make the decision. But then we have over here them wanting to know that at least you're conflicted about you moving, shutting down on them. I think they still want communication with you, which is I guess that would just point to how conflicted they are or what they're going through. All right. There's a whole lot behind this offer here. There's a whole lot behind this offer here. They're trying to manage the situation as best they can, but inside there's like a whole lot going on emotionally for them. All right, what would this person be saying to? Usually this reading is about an ex. I don't think this is about an ex. I think this is about a friend turned romantic part. Somebody fell in love with you and they're not handling it very well, or it's thrown them for a loop. All right, Scorpio. Cold. Oof. Okay. Perhaps you feel left out in the cold. I gotta tell you, whoever the person that they're married to in this situation, I would not want to be them. Maybe this is about their relationship being in a cold place. I don't know. For as hot and heavy and as romantic and whatever this seems, the other person I'm sure is feeling the cold, or I don't know. That kind of tempers things, right? Because it's like, this is wonderful, but somebody's been getting left out in the cold. Balance. Okay, this would not be a balanced approach right here. This person is coming in hot, and I think they're barely able to contain their emotions, or they're really trying to grasp this. And I think we got temperance here, and we got temperance here. This is also, and we got I was going to say Libra. We got justice here. Those are all cards of balance and perspective. And this situation is calling for that. There really needs to be a handle on balance and taking a hands-off approach for now, even though the feelings are there and you got questions and the conflicted and all that. But this is, the situation needs to be brought back under control and brought back into balance. There also, temperance is about things resolving in time or over time, much as the star card is, but things need to be brought back into balance. Okay, Scorpio. Acceptance. This speaks to needing to accept the way things are right now, that you need to be hands off, that you need to be like open to whichever outcome, either it's going to work out or it's not. This is about acceptance of whatever the outcome is, because you don't know. It could turn on a dime. It could not. It could work out. It could not. We don't know. So whatever it is, because of that, because it's unknown and there can't be any forward movement, this is about, this could be saying you need to end it for karmic reasons. This could be saying you need to end it. You're going to be heartbroken for karmic reasons, and you need to block those emotions and not communicate with this person for the time being, for right now, because of this situation. It could be saying that you don't know what's going to happen and you're kind of heartbroken about it because of that, because you can't stand the liquidity of it, like the fluidity, that it's unknown, that you need to accept that and for now no longer communicate, or no longer, maybe it's not that it's no longer communicate, it's about blocking your emotions. If you're going to communicate with this person, it can't be all lovey-dovey. Not saying that you were, but this is all lovey-dovey here. And then we've got the swords here, which is about blocked emotions, stalemate, impasse. So if there is to be communication, which is, I'm arguing that don't, but it is going to be of the strictly civil, courteous nature. It's not going to be anything romantic, flirty, nothing to give them an impression or to intervene or to interfere with any of this over here, because this has to be done by them only. So either way, this is all about acceptance, that there needs to be balance brought back into this situation. I hate to think of you going cold on the person, but that's kind of what this feels like here, is this completely sterile communication, if any communication at all. Like, it's like go cold on the person. I mean, wow, but that's a possibility here. Right. Okay. So if there is ever a deck, right? Twin Flame Messages. This is by Mystic Moon. Awesome. I think I have her information in the description box. But this person, holy cow. I mean, talk about Twin Flame Messages. It'd be interesting what this is going to say. 2 cards, Scorpio. Right now, this situation is what it is, and your job is to protect yourself, because you don't know what's going to happen. You need to go into independent, self-protective mode. You don't know what's going to happen. Protect yourself. What would they say to Scorpio? Okay, and 2 Lenormand. On a minute, Lenormand cards. Okay. Oh, okay. God, you know, this has come up like a lot in this. Yeah. It's come up a lot. Challenging relationship, challenging time for a relationship. It is not the right time for a commitment or a proposal. Much as this person might want to take it there, go there, this is a challenging time for a marriage, a commitment, an engagement. There is an engagement or a marriage or a commitment in trouble right now. I gather it's this situation that has gone cold for that person, perhaps, and so that things are not well with them, and maybe that's why you're just the bee's knees, and like they're over the top for you. Be aware of that too. That maybe the reason they're so into you is because this relationship has gone cold and stale for them, and they're just like yes with you, and there needs to be balance and caution, and no. Not right now. How could you still love me after all I've done? I feel safer in the silence. Is that why they pulled back? Is that why they're still over here? Because they're just not sure about how you feel about them, and it's too, because of their emotions are so escalated or so up there, that it would be more than they could bear if you didn't accept them, if you said harsh words. And yet it seems like that's what they want right here. They want to know that you still, or they want to know why you're pulling away. Maybe they want to hear that you're conflicted about pulling away. It's like they can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you recognize that this situation needs balance, and this is you being over here in this situation. You're the one that hasn't made any moves. You're the one trying to maintain order and stability and bring things back into balance with this over here. You cannot get mad at me for wanting to protect myself and batten down the hatches and be like, we're not going there. Not until this is resolved. I can't do it. I can't be a part of that. You cannot get mad at me, but you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, I'm still dedicated over here, but I want to know that you still miss me and love me and are conflicted, even though you're pulling away from me. Okay, so for right now, it's about accepting the way things are and doing your due diligence to be on the straight and narrow about this situation. That's the cards. That's not me and my judgy ass. Okay, so be careful, please. Honestly, I feel like this is one step away from a heartbreak, because this person is so loving, and then it's like they're still in the relationship. And like I said, I don't like advising on third-party situations like that unless it's somebody working through it. But, you know, on the outside looking in, and someone's like, you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, just please be careful. It's not the right time for this relationship. This person's got to deal with a few things before you two can take off, regardless of how intensely they feel for you. Because they have it bad. They do have it bad. Yeah, this person, you need to stand down and do the right thing and wait for this person to make make the plans to move forward because it's about them. It's not about you getting in there and being like, well, this is how we can do this. Nope, they got to do it. Shutting up. All right, Scorpio. Please please just be careful, okay? Honestly, this is great, but then shutting up. I hope this was helpful. I thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care and stay safe. I don't want to see you get your heart broke. Okay, all right. Take care.